Hello, my dear students. Welcome to science class. We are learning about the chapter acids, bases, and salt. We have already understood what is acids and what are bases. Today, we are going to learn what is salt. So, dear students, yesterday in the video we learned what are the characteristics of acidic solution, basic solution, and neutral solution. So today we are going to learn a new topic, that is neutralization. What is this neutralization? It is a reaction when an acid solution is mixed with basic solution. So what happens when an acid gets mixed with base? That reaction is called neutralization reaction. So let us read. When an acidic solution is mixed with basic solution, both the solutions neutralize the effect of each other. So both will neutralize the effect of each other. Base will neutralize the effect of acid. Acid will neutralize the effect of base. So ultimately what is formed? We will see. The reaction between an acid and a base is known as neutralization. Salt and water are produced in this process with the evolution of heat. See, can you see the word salt? Yes. When an acid and a base react with each other, what is formed? Salt is formed. That is what the topic name, acid, base and salt. So when we mix both acid and base together, we get salt. Okay, and we get water. In this reaction, water is also generated, and you can see that in this process heat is evolved. So when this reaction takes place between acid and base, heat is evolved. So it is exothermic, means heat is produced in this reaction. We will learn this reaction in thoroughly. See here, reaction between acids and base. When an acid and a base react with each other, the characteristics property of both are destroyed. So acid's characteristic is destroyed, base characteristic is destroyed. Okay, so many characteristics we have learned, that the acids are sour in taste, it is having so and so property, base is having so and so property. But when we mix both acid and base, the characteristics of both is destroyed and a new product is formed. Okay, and if when this characteristics is destroyed, this reaction is called neutralization. So you can see in this neutralization reaction, example, this is an acid is taken, that is HCl, and the base is taken, that is NaOH. Okay, so this is a base because it is having OH group, this is acid because it is having H group, and when these two react, see here a new product is formed, that is NaCl. Okay, NaCl is a salt. This NaCl is itself is the common salt we use in the kitchen. Okay, so this is NaCl salt, and this is water. Okay, H2O is water. Don't mind this. It actually, this acid should come here. Actually, this is acid. Okay, acid, base, and this is NaCl plus this is water. This is neutralization reaction. So any acid and any base, when you mix together, it forms salt and water, and in this reaction heat is evolved. Okay, so you can mix any salt and any base and produce a salt. Okay, any base and any acid. See here, acid and base together, it is what is formed here? Salt is formed in this reaction. So that was a easy topic, that is neutralization. So in your test, there was only one type of example given about HCl and NaOH. You can react any kind of acid and base and to get a salt. And today we are going to learn about neutralization in everyday life. How neutralization is taking place in our life, in our body, we will learn. The first one is indigestion. Have you heard about the word indigestion? So indigestion means, yeah, if there is a problem in digestion, if there is if digestion is not taking place, then it is called indigestion. Our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. Our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. It helps us to digest food, but too much of acid in the stomach causes indigestion. As we already studied that in our stomach there is acid called hydrochloric acid, and we are prone to eat so many acidic foods also. Sometimes in our stomach the HCl level will increase, and because of that you may cause some indigestion problem or you get stomach ache. To relieve indigestion, we take antacid. So antacid is what? Antacid is a base. Antacid, because this is HCl, na? This is HCl. And what is this? Antacid such as milk of magnesia. So milk of magnesia, I already shown in the chart that milk of magnesia contains magnesium hydroxide. See here. Okay, so HCl is acid and this is milk of magnesia, that is MgOH. So what happens, which contains this antacid contains this milk of magnesia contains magnesium hydrochloride. It neutralizes the effect of excessive acid. So when we too much of acid is there in the stomach, if it is causing indigestion, we have to take milk of magnesia which contains magnesium hydroxide. So what happens, so both get neutralized and the effect of acid is destroyed. Okay, so you will feel relief. So this is indigestion. So even we are doing this neutralization reaction whenever necessary in our body. Ant bite. So ant bite. When an ant bites, it injects an acid called formic acid. So whenever an ant bites, we get so much, we feel that burning sensation. It is because of an acid called formic acid into the skin. So what we have to do, if acid is injected, we have to apply a base to neutralize the effect. The effect of the acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda. Then what this baking soda contains? Sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, or we can also apply calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate. So zinc carbonate is also a base. Okay, we can apply zinc carbonate or you can apply baking soda that contains sodium hydrogen carbonate. So this is how we are neutralizing the effect of formic acid injected by the ant. Next you see soil treatment. What is soil treatment? Soil treatment means, actually I have included the video also clearly. What is soil treatment? Soil treatment means even because of use of fertilizers means chemical fertilizers. So farmers need to get good yield, good product na. When he is doing agriculture, he want to get a good crop. That's why he will be keep on putting some fertilizers. Fertilizer means it is a nutrition given to the plants so that the plants grow healthy. So he will be putting fertilizers, and because of this excessive use of especially chemical fertilizers, what will happen is the pH of the soil will vary. Okay, pH means, you know what is pH. Okay, 1 to 14 numbers are there. In that 7 is neutral, below 7 everything becomes acidic, above 7 all is basic. You know what is that. So because of continuous adding of these fertilizers, pesticides, all these things, the pH level of the soil will vary means what, it will change. So it will, if that pH gets changed, if the soil becomes too acidic or if the soil becomes basic, it will hinder the growth of the crops we are growing in that land. Because some plants doesn't like acidic soil, some plants doesn't like basic soil. Okay, so in such a situation what we are doing is we have to conduct a soil test before doing agricultural process. Okay, so the soil of that field is taken and it is dissolved in water and you have to see the pH. What is the pH of the soil? We have to check it. And if it is acidic, what we have to do? We have to put some base to make it neutral, isn't it? So if the soil is basic, you have to put acid to make it neutral. Okay, in the soil also we are doing this neutralization work. See here, excessive use of chemical fertilizers make the soil uh, either too acidic. Wait 1 minute. Plants do not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. So, when the soil is too acidic, it is treated with a base called quicklime, that is calcium hydroxide. Okay, calcium hydroxide is added. Quicklime, lime, understood what is that? Lime, calcium hydroxide if it is acid, and by putting organic matter if it is basic. Next is factory waste. The waste of many factories contain acids. If they are allowed to flow into the water bodies, the acids will kill fish and other organisms. See, dear students, there are so many factories, and all the waste from the factories are dumped to the sea, onto the water bodies, also into the sea, to the lake, rivers, and all. So, if the factory waste is directly dumped to the water bodies, what will happen? Some factory waste will be acidic, or some factory waste will be basic. So, if it is dumped in the water bodies, it will affect the life of fishes and other aquatic organisms. So, the factory waste should be neutralized by adding suitable basic substance if it is acidic. So, this is what about this lesson. All about this lesson. The lesson was so easy and very short lesson. All the things what we learned in this: acid, base, salt, neutralization reaction, and neutralization in everyday life. So about this neutralization in everyday life, I have put a video here, you can watch it. So this is your stomach. This is the stomach, the highlighted part. You can see the hydrochloric acid in it. Okay, so this hydrochloric acid is becomes as creates more stomach pain and all. To relieve that, what we have to take? We have to take milk of magnesia. So this is milk of magnesia, magnesium hydroxide, and okay, so this will relieve the pain of the stomach due to indigestion. So we are neutralizing the effect of acid. So here we can see the hand sting. Okay, that part gets red and it causes burn because of formic acid. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to apply zinc carbonate, or zinc carbonate. It is also called calamine lotion, zinc carbonate, so that, or you can also add baking soda. Okay, which contains sodium hydrogen carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. In this way we can utilize the effect of formic acid. Here this is about the factories which is leaving out all this acidic water. So we have to neutralize this acidic water by applying or by putting proper basic solution. So here, to make the water less acidic, the factories add bases to the acidic waste material that help to neutralize the wastes. So this is also one example. The other example is about soil treatment, or this is neutral litmus paper. It is litmus paper. This litmus paper help us to show the pH. So this is soil treatment. Here they have taken two soil samples mixed with water. In beaker A, that blue litmus paper is put, and you can see it is blue litmus paper has turned red, so it is acidic soil. In beaker B, so excessive use of chemical fertilizers make the soil acidic, they are telling. And in the beaker, how can you neutralize acidic soil? By applying quicklime, that is calcium hydroxide. So it is called silicated lime. I will tell you what is liquid lime and quicklime. Okay, and it becomes neutral. And in the beaker B, red litmus paper is put, and the red litmus paper turns to blue. That tells that the soil sample is basic. So what we have to put in it? In the test it is given that organic matter is sufficient. Organic matter is sufficient for the soil because organic matter releases acid.